so many weeks figuring out what we're going to pack, when we're going to leave to get there, and finally the day was here. Day one of our 14-day cruise. We left the space coast of Florida about 7 o'clock in the morning. It was a Sunday morning, so the traffic was actually pretty light. Here's ours. Once we got to the port in Miami, that all changed. There was a lot of construction and there were people everywhere. Most of these people, including ourselves, had no idea where we were going. So we were supposed to check in at Terminal C. And like I said, there was lots of construction. A lot of the roads and turn-offs were closed or rerouted. And it was just mass confusion. So we went, toward Terminal C. We saw the sign. And then we turned into what we thought was going to be where we were dropping off our luggage. Well, we turned too soon. That actually took us right to the parking garage. And over there was where you dropped off your luggage. Oh well. So what we did, we went ahead and we found a place in the parking garage, which we lucked out. As we were getting into the parking garage, a man was getting ready to leave. He was on the bottom floor right there, and he pointed us into the direction, said, "You can have my parking spot." So it was perfect. So after we parked, we got all of our luggage out. Now remember, we've got 2 weeks, no laundry. I don't normally take this many pieces of luggage on a cruise, but we each had 2 big pieces of luggage. And then we had 1 carry-on between the 2 of us, and that was it. So 5 pieces of luggage. We had to piggyback them, but it wasn't really that bad. We took them over to the luggage dropped that off, and headed over to the terminal, which was not open yet. But it was 10:30, so that's kind of understandable. So we stood in line for a little bit. Finally, a few minutes later, we get into the terminal. We go right straight through. They gave us our card. This is our card. I have no idea what this sticker is, though. I asked so many people, and nobody knew what it was. If you know what that sticker is meant for, let me know. We didn't have any drink packages or anything like that, so I'm not really for sure. Anyway, we got our cards, and then we went to a waiting area. By the way, this card is your lifeline on the ship. It gets you on the ship, off the ship. If you're going to buy anything, you use this. You don't have to carry around cash or money of any kind, not even a credit card. This is what you use. And you use this to get into your room. And you also use it to put into a little slot in your room so your lights stay on. This is your lifeline on the ship. So anyway, about 11:30, we were getting on the ship. It was actually that quick. We got on board, there were a couple of things we needed to do. We needed to make sure that our credit card was linked to our stateroom card, the one I just showed you. And we also needed to check to see where we were going to be sitting in our dinner table at night. Okay, so a little bit of explanation on that. First, the table at night. We were on our 40th anniversary celebration, and we didn't want to be at a big table with a dozen or so people. So we went to the main dining room, and we talked to the maitre d', and he was kind enough to put us at a table for 2. Now, we weren't actually at a table for 2. I mean, we were, but there was about this much space between us and the table next to us. But we weren't at a big table that had like a dozen or so people, and it worked out really well. We actually met a couple of really nice people. And as far as the kiosk, what you need to do, first thing you do when you get on that ship is make sure your credit card is linked to this card. Because like I said, this is how you pay for everything. And you don't want to go and try to purchase something, a drink or whatever, and it gets declined because you didn't go check to see if your credit card was linked to this. So it just saves a lot of hassle that could happen in the future. So after we were able to get all those details taken care of, it was time to head to the buffet for some lunch. Oh, and their macaroni and cheese? Yum, yum. It was the best. We had a really nice view while we ate our lunch. Here's the parking garage where our car was parked. We were able to get into rooms by 1 o'clock. We already had a couple of pieces of luggage waiting on us. I started getting things unpacked and was able to finish getting everything put away just in time for the muster drill at 4:15. That actually went very smoothly, and I'll have a separate video all about that. Then it was time for the parade of ships. Again, that'll be a whole separate video. It was pretty cool. We finished the evening off with some dinner and then a little bit of entertainment. That was the end of day one. I will have separate videos all about things like the entertainment, the different ships that we saw, the food and the menu. So stay tuned for all that. I want to thank you all for joining me, and you have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.